Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, I am Ashley, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the different types of leads that you can go after when looking for listings. But before I get started with today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Sometimes I randomly do giveaways. The first one that we are going to be talking about is your sphere of influence. I know that everybody says this, but the reason why your sphere of influence is so powerful is because they are more likely to go with you than anybody else. This is your friends and family, the people closest to you who already know who you are. The way that you generate it kind of determines whether or not you get the sell. There are relatives who may look at you and think that you are not experienced enough. They know that you just got your license, so they may not actually see you as the agent and professional that you are. What I suggest is during family gatherings or whenever you are talking to a relative or friend, or ask them what their plans are for the weekend, and usually they'll ask you the same thing in return, and you can easily just say something like, "Oh, I'm hosting an open house." They're going to respond and say, "Oh, I didn't know you were in real estate," and that is a conversation starter. If you ask them about themselves, generally you will get the same question asked in return, and that is your green light to let them know what you're currently doing professionally. The type of lead gen is FSBOs. FSBO stands for sell by owner. These are people who own homes who do not want to utilize an agent because they want to sell the homes themselves. You don't have to wait and nurture them until they're ready to sell their home. You know that they are already looking to sell. So all you do is you want to be top of mind for when they do look to reach out for an agent. If you would like for your for sale by owner to move forward with you quicker, so you can explain to them your value, what you bring to the table, and how you're an asset, how they can get the most money in their pocket in the least amount of time, you can also give them a discount. The next one is FRBO. This is for rent by owner. These are homeowners who own, they don't live there, they utilize tenants or renters. You can use your services to help find them a tenant. Eventually, if anything ever goes bad, they destroy their property, if they don't pay their rent, evictions cost a lot of money. Sometimes landlords feels like that it's a lot to deal with and then they just want to get rid of the property. And since you've already helped them find tenants in the past, you are going to be that first agent that they contact to help sell their house. The next type is expired listings. Expired listings are homes that were on the MLS, but for whatever reason that home did not sell and it is now expired. The minute that that contract expires is open season. All agents are trying to reach out to those expires. You figure out why it didn't sell, what the agent did for them, and then what you can do differently. And again, this is also low-hanging fruit. These people have already expressed that they wanted to sell, but for some reason it just did not happen. It could have been because the agent did not host open houses. It can be because the home is overpriced. It can be a lot of different reasons. So your job is to figure out what went wrong and then correct it and let them know what you can do differently than the agent who couldn't sell it prior. The next type of lead gen that you can do is canceled listings. Listings that were also in the MLS, but for whatever reason the homeowner decided not to move forward and they decided to break their contract and cancel the listing before the expiration date. You as an agent can then reach out to them and figure out why they're choosing not to sell. And then you can use objection handlers and you can try to kind of sway them back into wanting to sell and see if they'll use you instead of the agent that they originally canceled with. The next type is neighborhood data, which is just a specific area code or just a certain radius of an area of which you want to reach out to clients. So once you pay for this, you'll receive all the phone numbers in that area. You are just calling everybody in that neighborhood to see if they have thought about selling their house. You can ask them if they would like to know their current home value, and you'll get a lot of people who don't answer the phone, a lot of people who are nasty and will say no, but you will get a few people to say, "Yes, I would love to know my home value." You provide that value to them and make them feel comfortable, and then start the pre-qualification process immediately after. Find out if they've thought about selling, If so, how far into the future, where would they be going next? And then you would continuously follow up with them. So that's when you would enter into the nurturing stage. The next type of lead gen would be pre-foreclosure data. These are homes that have not paid their mortgages and they received a notice of default, and it's a matter of whether or not they can catch up on those payments, or if they can't make those payments and they are forced to move before their home gets auctioned. You'll reach out to them and just kind of get a feel for what their situation is. You don't want to ask them off rip, hey, do you want to sell your house? Because more than likely they don't, just fell behind in payments. So you don't want to offend anybody. This is one that you would want to nurture and see where their head is at before offering your services. The last form of lead gen that I have is door knocking. So you go into a neighborhood and you'll door knock and you'll see if they have thought about selling their home. You can let them know that you are hosting an open house, or your company is hosting an open house, and if they want to see it, or if they want to know their home value. Sometimes face-to-face interaction is what people need to feel comfortable. They're a lot nicer in person as opposed to calling them on the phone, and they don't want those calls. That is the top lead gen that I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and I will see you next time.